Parliamentary Secretary of the questions and comments. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary of the Government House Leader.
Yes, Madam Speaker, I'm disappointed in my colleague and friend across the way in the stand in which he's trying to position this in terms of politics. The question I asked earlier is, even when Stephen Harper was the Prime Minister of Canada, we had dozens, multiple dozens of murderers that have in fact been transferred over to these healing lodges when Stephen Harper was the Prime Minister. Sadly, Madam Speaker, and I say very sadly, because this is a case that tears at the hearts of all Canadians, we have seen a dozen or more of those murderers that were transferred to healing lodges from, in part, days in which Stephen Harper was the Prime Minister, were child killers also, Madam Speaker. That is and that is true. That is true. And that's the reason why the minister is doing the responsible thing. We understand the heartbreak and the horror that family members and Canadians see in this file. And that's why we've asked the Commissioner to do the review. And the minister has that review today, Madam Speaker. My question is, would the member not at the very least recognize that the government policy needs to do the review? We're doing the review, and now we'll wait and see what actions are taken.
A member for Durham.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I do consider my friend across the way a friend, and I will believe him in this circumstance if he tables any name or case where someone convicted of first or second-degree murder, as I said in my remarks, was transferred to a healing lodge. I don't think there are such names, Madam Speaker. If they do, I'll stand corrected. And if it happened under the Conservative government, it was wrong then, Madam Speaker. That's ownership of something. I don't believe his facts are right. There might be actually a manslaughter case where the circumstances of someone in a drinking situation gets into a fight, and if they're from circumstances of impoverished means or an Indigenous offender, that's when restorative justice can be explored. I don't think there was a case, certainly not one of someone who killed a child, Madam Speaker. I'll correct myself on the record if he tables any of these names, Madam Speaker. But as I said, it's beside the point, really. When Canadians, especially the family of someone impacted, bring this to the attention of the chamber, it's our priority to fix it. It happened when Stephen Harper did find out about the child killer Clifford Olson receiving old age security, OAS, Madam Speaker. The Conservative government took the time to pass a bill to change the law to stop that, Madam Speaker. That was when something happened under our watch that was inappropriate, that was undermining public confidence. We stood up, agreed, and changed it. That's what I want them to do.
Questions and comments. The honourable for the honourable. Hold on here. The honourable. Sorry, just one quick second here. So the Honourable Minister of Status of Women has a point of order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am tabling the government's responses to order paper questions number 1895 to 1911.